thinking of bringing a Cane Corso into your home. Today we're going to go over 8 traits of someone who should own a Cane Corso. And I bet you guys are going to be very surprised by the very last trait we're going to go over here in today's video. This is just my opinion. Now having 2 Cane Corsos for a very long time, I figured I'd give some personal hands-on experience, give some input to help anybody deciding on if they want to bring a Cane Corso into their home or not. I feel a lot of people misunderstand what a guard dog is versus a personal protection dog. And I'm really curious as to what you guys feel the duties of a guard dog of a Cane Corso are, so leave those in the comments below. To me, a guard dog alerts and deters intruders through barking and displaying territorial behavior, where a protection dog is trained to neutralize threats using physical force. And a Cane Corso doesn't need to be trained to guard their property, guard their family. It's instinct in their nature. That's what they're bred for. So as your Cane Corso matures, those instincts are going to come out. What I want in my Cane Corso Bruce Wayne and Joey Justice could be completely different for what you're looking for in a guard dog. I have an example right here of a video that we shot testing my Cane Corso's reaction to a stranger on the property. And inadvertently, the stage stranger appears as I'm not paying attention. I'm going to grab Justice's ball, which is why I'm showing this example. They had my back when I didn't. They were alerting me to the situation. They didn't take it too far. They did not run off mauling the individual. This is what I want in my guardian breed. I don't want a personal protection dog. And I always have to state that a Cane Corso is not for a first-time dog owner or for someone with very little dog training experience. Sure, there's outliers out here. I'm sure there's a ton of you watching this video because this community we have here on this channel, you guys are awesome dog leaders. You know how to train dogs. So I'm speaking to the average individual who's looking to bring one of these guys into their home to help them understand if this breed is right for them or not. Number 1, obviously, someone that wants protection. As you can see, he's alert. He's already scanning the property as we sit here right now because I have the windows right here. If you're not looking for protection, don't get a guard dog. They're going to be territorial. They are going to be barking when they see people walking up and down the street. They're going to be barking when you get deliveries, and that may be something you don't want to deal with. Now, having a guard dog in your house could literally mean the difference between life and death for you and your family. It is a statistical fact that homes with any dogs, not just guard dogs, but any dogs, are less likely to be the victim of a violent crime. Criminals don't want to deal with a dog barking. They don't want a chance getting bit. Add in a giant Cane Corso to the mix, they really don't want to mess with that. They don't want to chase getting chased by the dog. So they'll typically just move on to the next house. Obviously, if somebody knows you have a guard dog and they're just actively trying to get into your home and do you physical harm, it's not going to take them very long to get rid of the dog. But those 10 seconds of that commotion alerting you so you can either be prepared to fight back or get away, again, could mean the difference of life and death. They lose that element of surprise. Now that we get the obvious out of the way, can you guys do us a favor? Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, ring the ding-a-ling so you don't miss any of the newest videos on Cane Corsos or dog training. Make sure you guys stay to the end of the video because I'm pretty sure you're going to be very surprised by the last trait I'm going to go over. It's something a lot of people don't even think of. Another trait of somebody that should own a Cane Corso is someone that is ready to handle a large breed. Cane Corso needs a firm but loving handler. And by firm, I mean somebody that can be hands-on with their dog. And by hands-on, I don't mean physically harming your dog. If I recall Bruce Wayne and he doesn't recall, I'm going to physically get him and bring him back to where I'm trying to recall him from. That's what I mean by firm handler. You can't be afraid to have hands on your dogs. They are large. You need to show them that you're bigger than them, you're stronger than them, even if you're not bigger or stronger than them. Bruce outweighs me, he outweighs Kara, but all Kara has to do, just like the animal world, how animals will stand up tall, be loud, posture up, she just has to posture up. If she told Bruce to lay down or Justice to lay down and they didn't do it, she'd just walk up to them, chest sticking up, standing tall, deep in her voice, and they'll be like, oh shit, mom means business. We better lay down, right? Yeah, you know mom means business. So you don't have to be the biggest person in the world, the strongest person in the world, but you have to have that confidence of being big and strong. The Cane Corso needs somebody that can take control and be the leader. Leadership is needed with all dogs. Dogs don't want to be the leaders. And if you're not a leader to the dog, your dog's going to become the leader because they're pack animals. Then they're going to start making decisions for themselves versus you making decisions for them. And typically, those decisions aren't going to be the correct ones. We have the perfect online course that's going to help you be the ultimate leader to your dog, the perfect canine companion course. And if you use the link in the description box below for any of those online dog training courses with code Jason, you do save 10%. And that uses the same philosophies of how I train Bruce, how I train Justice and my other dogs. And it's going to give you that perfect canine companionship, that relationship that I have with Bruce, that I have with Justice, that you guys are looking for. Take that leadership we're talking about one step further. Everyone in the household has to be leader to the dog. The dog has to understand where it is in the pack. And I have a ton of pack hierarchy videos of how I'm able to raise Bruce and Justice, both intact males, where we can all live in harmony. And it has a lot to do with the pack hierarchy that we have structured in the house. This one's a no-brainer, but somebody that has high skills when it comes to dog training and dog behavior is going to be very successful owning a Cane Corso. They're not your average breed of dog. They can be very headstrong, yet at the same time, they're extremely sensitive. I always like to say I can hurt Bruce's feelings. Like if I was to yell at him, I would literally probably hurt his feelings. You can just see it in his demeanor and his posture. And it's just a very unique thing that I haven't seen with other breeds very often. And now he's trying to pet my knee. Cane Corso's personalities changed dramatically through puppyhood, through adolescence, and into maturity, where the puppy you had, its personality is completely different when they're an adult. Someone with a lot of experience in dog behavior and a lot of skill when it comes to dog training is going to be very successful in adapting to the Cane Corso as it changes, where they're not training them in an incorrect way. We're always training our dogs, guys. We're either training them in a way we want them to act and behave, or inadvertently training them in a way that we don't want them to act and behave in. And a good dog trainer knows this and realizes this, and they always take a lot of care when they're interacting with their Cane Corso because of this. The larger the dog, the more money it costs to care for them. So somebody that has the finances to care for a giant breed dog, vet bills are more. They're obviously going to eat a lot more, especially if you feed them a raw diet. Medication's gonna cost more because they need more of it. Pet insurance costs more. Everything costs more. You need a bigger bed, a bigger crate. So somebody that has the financial means without struggling to take care of their dog is what a breed like this needs. Cane Corsos are very loving and very affectionate with their family. So Cane Corso is happiest and needs someone that is going to spend a lot of time with them and make them part of the family. If you have a big family, if it's just you, they need to be spending time with you. They need to be part of the family activities day to day. And that is really where a lot of the training is happening, because they're interacting with you all the time. They're interacting with the world around them. And you being their leader are setting this example for them. Cane Corso needs someone with copious amounts of time, not only to work on them, training them, but socialize them. I feel like socialization is the biggest key in your Cane Corso's development. It teaches them right from wrong. If they never experience the world around them, how are they supposed to know what's a threat and what's normal? And let's be real, 99.9% of the things they come in contact with in the world are not a threat. So they have to understand that. They have to understand the elderly person with a cane walking down the road towards you isn't a threat. They have to understand that the kid riding a skateboard past you isn't a threat. So they take a lot of socialization, and it never ends. It doesn't just end at puppyhood. You have to keep socializing your dog through life, because socialization is a skill. And with any skill, once you stop using said skill, that skill diminishes over time. And if not, you could end up with a very reactive Cane Corso in your hands. Number 8, lastly, this was the one that may surprise a lot of you guys. A Cane Corso needs someone that is going to guard and protect them. As leaders, it is our job to guard and protect our own. A Cane Corso is there to have our back when we don't have it. Cane Corso is there to alert me when I'm sleeping if somebody tried to break into the house. Cane Corso is here to alert me if somebody comes up the driveway while I'm cooking dinner. Cane Corso is here to look behind me and have my back in public if somebody's coming up behind me to do harm if I'm looking forward. But ultimately, it's my job to protect this dog. It's my job to protect Joey Justice. And it's our job as leaders to protect our family. Our dogs are our family. There's probably 30 more things I could add to this list. If you want a part 2, let me know down below. Raise a Cane Corso with confidence and love, and you're going to have one of the best breeds of dog you've ever had in your life. If you want to see an amazing video of my 2 Cane Corsos reacting to a simulated home invasion protecting my wife, click right here. You guys will love that video. Until next time, Bruce Wayne, Joey Justice in the other room over there with my wife, and myself will see you later. Peace.